Morning. Now, after I built the pyramid shelter the other day, just to basically investigate a little bit further its dimensions and so on, I had a suggestion from one of the subscribers of a way of doing it slightly different for the summer, for a bit more ventilation. So that's what I'm up to today. As you can see, no rucksack today. I've got the tactical combat vest, however you'd like to describe it. Just got my stuff loaded in my pockets. Just fancied a change really. And the other thing, if I time this right, knowing me, I probably won't, but this video will come out on the Wednesday. The following day, Thursday evening, will be the 1st of April. So I'll be doing a live stream tomorrow, if I get this right. So yeah, 1st of April, 8 PM. I'm pretty sure that's the Thursday just before the bank holiday weekend. So I think I'm right in saying that Good Friday is the 2nd of April. So yeah, live stream on the 1st, Thursday evening, 8 o'clock, tomorrow, if I get this right. And I just thought I'll do something a bit light-hearted, but could cause a fair bit of debate. And well, let's just say we'll title it, Are You Alone in the Woods? And I'll leave it at that. All will be revealed in the evening on the live stream. So I hope you can join me for that. Right, let's build a shelter and see if I can do what was suggested to me. I hope so. Right, I've gone with their concept as I understood it, as you know, as you can get it from a written explanation. But I've sort of run with it a bit and faffed about. So I'm not 100% happy, but I can see how it's going to work, and you know, with a bit more fettling, it could be a really good idea. Let me show you what I've done. Right, started off like last time when making the pyramid tent. So ridge line, peg the two back corners, the extreme corners, peg them out. But at the front, rather than bringing the corners together, single peg, and having that flap hole, we're about 4 feet with the two corners apart. Had to stick a pole in the middle, which you know I'm not the world's greatest fan of, but it is just at the entrance. Once you're inside, it's not in the way, so yeah, I can deal with that. No big deal. It's just a piece of wood that I've just picked up off the floor, snapped to the right length, but to protect the tarp, I've got one of my gloves over the top of it so it doesn't poke a hole. Guy line on the middle loop there, just to fashion a bit of a porch sort of runoff if you had any rain. And where it was a bit loose and flappy either side here, I've put 2 more guy lines on, but run them internally. You can run them externally, of course, but if I do that, I get the very light coloured inner showing, which does show up a fair bit, especially if you're trying to be a bit sneaky. So I've folded them inwards and guyed inside, right tight to the side, so they're not in the way. But it does mean your normal camo is the only thing that's showing. Of course, space at the back is the same as last time. You've got about 7 foot of usable space to lay down in across the back. But having it wider here, you've got a lot more space either side. 2 people wouldn't be a problem, one laying either side, bags in the middle. And of course, you've got this big opening, so that is going to help an awful lot with ventilation. Obviously, if it was really horrible weather, you've got a big hole in the front. If your back's to the wind, not so bad. And I suppose if it was really nasty, I could undo the guy lines here and draw them two loops together once I'm in. Maybe just put a carabiner through them or something like that to sort of close the door a little. But this is more the summer thinking. I'm not 100% with it. I like the idea, I like the concept of it, but I think it's one of those ones that I'm going to have to sort of play with a bit. You know, adjust the width here. Is it going to be better narrower, wider? Is the stick in the right place? Would it be better further back? Further back you go, the more it's encroaching in living space. This porch section will become lower, which would help with the weather, but it would impede the access in and out a little bit. So yeah, it's all things to think about, but I like the idea of it. It's another one I'm going to have to give a go. I can see me doing a lot of camping just to try these things out. But yeah, worth doing, I think, a useful exercise. Good amount of space. Well, that's it for today's experimentation and general faffing around. Hopefully, I will see you, or at least speak to you, tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. A bit of light-hearted banter, chat and a giggle, because let's face it, it will be April the 1st. Are you alone in the woods? Who knows? Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully see you tomorrow evening.